And the 73rd session of the United Nations General Assembly is all set for a big clash as Indian and Pakistani foreign ministers will speak at the World Body in New York later today. Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj is expected to raise multiple issues at the World Forum, including Pakistan's cross-border terrorism. Ahead of a speech at the UN, Swaraj held a series of multilateral meetings with foreign ministers of different groupings, including SAARC and BRICS, to shore up support on a host of issues, including counter-terror. The gatherings in New York come in the background of cancellations of India-Pakistan foreign ministers' meeting. Remember, India had rejected Pakistan's offer for talks, triggering a war of words between Islamabad and New Delhi. Since Imran Khan took office as new Pakistan Prime Minister, Islamabad has made a strong pitch for dialogue with New Delhi. But Pakistan has continued support for terror, has ensured India has said a clear no. Meanwhile, a desperate Pakistan has sought US support to bring India to the talking table, while at the same time taking personal digs at Indian Foreign Minister.
We were supposed to meet. What happened? Within 24 hours, they changed their minds. The meeting was called off. Now, if the United States wants us to help, and we want to help in our own interest, because we want peace in the region, then they have to tell their new strategic partner to give us ease on the eastern side, so that we can concentrate on areas of mutual interest. Well, we've never shied away. Unfortunately, the dialogue process has been suspended for the last 3 years. Whenever there's forward movement, there's some pretext that comes in the way. We are ready. We are not asking for it, but the message is loud and clear. Whenever you're ready, Pakistan will never shy away, because we want to move on.
And joining us live for more on this story is our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal, straight and live from New York. Now, Siddhant, is it safe to say that Pakistan has been isolated at the UN?
India-Pakistan tension, we know that it's an annual affair, but this time it's much more pronounced. We know that India has been talking about peace and cooperation, but Pakistan has been doing the other ways. It has been raking up Kashmir. At the Organization of Islamic Countries, Pakistan raked up Kashmir, and then what happened at the SAARC meeting increased the tension between India and Pakistan. India and Pakistan, when entered the room, the Indian minister and the Pakistani foreign minister, the body language was pretty stiff, and the Indian minister, after delivering her statement, left the meeting. But before she left the meeting, Afghanistan also left the meeting, the SAARC informal meeting which took place on the sidelines of the UNGA. It showed that Pakistan was completely isolated at that forum. Pakistan was very keen to revive it, but other South Asian countries are not very much interested. Later on, a very angry and a frustrated foreign minister of Pakistan came out and lashed out at India and India's foreign minister, saying that India is betraying the SAARC spirit. Later on, India's External Affairs Ministry lashed out at Pakistan, saying that Pakistan's entire way of expression was very surprising and away from reality. So a lot of tension between India and Pakistan, and we do expect today Pakistani Foreign Minister to rake up Kashmir. Pakistan is the only country that rakes up Kashmir at the UNGA, at the United Nations General Assembly, while India is going to raise the issue of terrorism that has been emanating from Pakistan. Remember, Afghanistan was the first South Asian country to raise the issue of terrorism from Pakistan at the building behind me at the United Nations General Assembly. So the stage is set for the isolation of Pakistan at the United Nations General Assembly.
India and Pakistan will come face to face. After SAARC foreign ministers meet, focus now shifts to India-Pakistan speeches at the UNGA. Wion covers world's biggest diplomatic engagement. fireworks in the United Nations. Saturday, 7 p.m. IST. Only on Wion.
Now over to the big story in the U.S., the row over Brett Kavanaugh. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump has ordered an FBI investigation into sexual misconduct allegations against his Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. The move came after key Republican Senator Jeff Flake backed Kavanaugh's nomination, but only on the condition that America's premier law enforcement agency probes the sexual harassment allegations against the judge. Shortly before the turnaround, Kavanaugh came face-to-face with his accuser, Christine Ford, a California-based professor, during their testimonies at the Capitol Hill. The dramatic last-minute stroke by Flake has delayed the floor vote for Kavanaugh's nomination by a week.
With regard to making sure that we do due diligence here, and I think it would be proper to delay the floor vote for up to but not more than 1 week in order to let the FBI continue to do an investigation limited in time and scope.
Now remember, the decks for Kavanaugh Supreme Court confirmation is almost clear, as the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee has approved his nomination to the country's Supreme Court. While bowing down to Flake's request, President Trump said that the FBI probe must be limited in scope and completed in less than 7 days' time. But the U.S. president has hinted that it was only a matter of time before Kavanaugh was appointed to America's top judicial post. Trump tweeted, and I quote, "Just started our 7th FBI investigation of Judge Brett Kavanaugh. He will someday be recognized as a truly great justice of the U.S. Supreme Court," unquote.